want to take a minute to show you a little bit of work I've been doing on my tractor here. Picked up the tractor last summer and got it going because it was broken. And then found a snowblower. It wasn't made for this tractor, so there was some adaptations that had to happen. And as I went through it, I started getting a vision about having this completely electrified, so to speak, so that every function on the blower worked electrically as opposed to manually. So I ended up adapting the chute here and getting actuators to control the chute angle and direction. And I built this lifting assembly mounted onto the mounting plates here. So here are the mounting plates that you would normally bolt onto the tractor. There's two bolts holding them on. And I welded an L bracket or some channel on here and a vertical piece with some gusseting, a little bracing, cross bracing in the front so it doesn't twist back and forth. And then I mounted bearings on here, right here. So there's one on either side, and there's a torque tube that runs across between them and out the far side. On the torque tube are welded a couple levers. The levers are hooked to these chains. The chains come down and attach to the blower down there. So the blower is pivoting on this point and the chain lifts there. It's about 14 inches on this side. It's more like 8 inches on the other side because I couldn't get further. There's an assembly here covering the drive mechanism. So they're staggered, but I wanted to get out as far from the pivot point as possible. So I picked up over here. So that, if you come around on this side, there's a lever welded on the end of the shaft here that comes down and hooks up to a linear actuator. Now this actuator is actually pretty long. Got a little motor on the back and a gearbox. And that's a Princess Auto piece. Now, it's not the fastest thing in the world. So I'm sure you can get a better, faster actuator than that. But this is what they had. It apparently had 270 pounds of force, which I couldn't believe. But anyway, nevertheless, this thing's super heavy. This is probably, a good 200 pounds or more anyway. And when you get the weight so far away out here in front and then try to lift it way at the back, it's like lifting 500 pounds. So it's quite the thing. So let's see here, we'll put up canopy here. This is all controlled from this little panel. There's a set of 3 rocker switches. We got a left and right for the chute, so you can control the direction the chute's going in, which is kind of neat. And you can control the up and down. Also really nice. You never have to get out of the cab. There's no mechanical hookups. Everything's done by this. This is the lift mechanism for the blower itself. So when I run the actuator, you can see it right there. It's slowly going in. That's actually lifting, lifting until it bottoms out. So that's maximum lift. The blower's a couple inches off the ground. You go the other way. You can hear it running. Like I say, not the fastest, but it does get the job done. And so with a blower like this, you want to be able to lower it till it touches the ground, and then you want to get some slack in the chain. That way, the blower can actually slide along the ground and follow the contour. So you don't want this to be tight. That's why I used a chain instead of building an arm or a rod on there that was solid, because then it would be rigid and it wouldn't be able to actually follow the contours. But kind of a neat system. It's pretty nice to be able to sit inside the cab. You gotta get way back to see this thing, it's so big. And you just, it's got 25 horsepower. It'll throw the snow we have today, 50, 60 feet. It's just incredible, actually. We do have a pile of snow. So anyway, that's what's keeping me busy this winter. We also have these. A little bit of accessory lighting because we're usually blowing in the dark. The days are so short. In addition to the LED lights on the tractor itself, these help immensely, probably 10 times the light you get off the tractor itself. So there you go. Pretty neat. Please like and subscribe, or not, whatever you like. But thanks for watching.